Hi, and welcome to Liberal Arts 2459 Scientific Applications for the Artists, or SciApps for short. I'd like to welcome you to the class, and you will see me on and off in the videos for the course. There's a mix of videos from me for lecture and videos from other people because some of them have more technology available to them and better graphics and so forth than I have here available in my home studio. So my name is Professor Erica Brumbaugh. You can call me Erica or Professor Brumbaugh or Professor B, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So you'll see me not just in the videos, but also obviously I'll be sending you feedback on assignments and so forth, and in the discussion boards, the discussion forums. Because for some weeks, I might just have you do an assignment or a reflection or something like that. But in other weeks, I will ask you to actually participate in a discussion forum where I'll ask you questions and you need to post your responses and actually respond back to other people in the class. Other things, just to let you know briefly, I do have an office hours set up. It is set up for from 2 to 3 o'clock on Tuesdays in Teams. And you're welcome to come and, just chat, or if you have questions, you can jump in. Also, if you have any questions, you're always more than welcome to shoot me an email. And I also will have a Ask the Professor a Question forum set up in GoStudio, which I'll show you here in a little bit. So I do want to just introduce myself a little bit. So who is Professor Brumbaugh? Who is this person? So I am a scientist. I've been a scientist since I was a little kid. I was that kid who used to bring home, rocks and frogs and so forth in my pockets. And so my degree is in environmental science, which is a multidisciplinary science. So I studied everything from physics to chemistry to biology. And my degree is from Ohio State University. Here I am in my wonderful, cute field clothes. I spent my time with Ohio State researching these guys right here. They're called hybrid striped bass. They're a mix of white bass and striped bass. They're sport fish here in Ohio. So they raise them in ponds and then release them. And you can see that one of the ponds here in the background over here. They release them so that they grow up, hopefully to this big sport size for fishing. My work was with the little guys. You can see them here in the net. They were this big. And what I was tasked to find out was why they weren't surviving to this bigger size to be able to be put out in the lakes and reservoirs in Ohio to be able to grow bigger. So I studied what they were eating and then what these guys were eating to see what was going on. The answer is, as of when I left, we're not quite sure. So I know they were still working on that when I left. I also love to travel. I know some people are into that as much as I am. When I get the chance, I like to go different places, whether it's in the United States or out. This picture and the next one are both from the Bahamas. And like I said, I'm a science geek. I was on a geology field trip. So I was actually there to study the rocks that I'm looking at in the picture. And then I also love the biology and environmental science side of it. And so here I was able to hug a stingray while I was down in the Bahamas on another trip. I also have biology at home, science at home. So I have composters outside and a garden. I also have a Madagascar hissing cockroach colony. They get my scrap food like, rotten apples and so forth. And I have a pair of catfish. So that's just a little bit about myself. I do want to give you a quick tour of our, sorry, I was doing this for another school, or I'm sorry, another class. A real quick tour of our page. So let me switch over so it looks like what it looks like for you. So here is our course page, and the first thing you see is this general section. This is where you'll find important documents, and I will also link drop boxes to major projects here. And those will have the directions in them as well, because I want you to have access to any of the projects early on if you want to work on them earlier. So you'll have access to those earlier in the semester if you want to work on them. So here you've got the syllabus. I'll let you take a look through that. Please do read through that for all of the policies in the course. Also here is a supply list. There are labs that go with this course, and the labs have been converted to be done at home. So this list is what you need to provide or purchase. They're pretty basic household type things, Ziploc bags, vinegar, that sort of thing. So you probably have a good amount of this stuff already. And what you don't have should be easy to find at a dollar store or the local grocery store. You will also be receiving a kit with other materials that are not as easy to obtain that you will need. Once I find out when those kits are being sent out, I will let you know, and that way you'll have an idea of, you know, when the materials should be in your hands. So the other thing that I want to show you real quick is how my page works, because this can get really crazy. Right now you can see that each week has a list in it. Each of those lists is going to tell you what's going on in that week. So for the first week, we're going to be talking about the scientific method and pseudoscience. So it's got chapter 1 in the textbook. There is the textbook for this course, which is listed in the syllabus. And then there are posted videos. So those are the ones that'll be a mix between me and other content, lots of YouTube videos and things like that. And so there'll be video links. And then pretty much every week you have either a discussion forum, an activity, or a reflection of some sort, which might be a worksheet or may just be some questions about the topic. And that will be, so every week has a list like this. So you can see when we get down here, your first bigger assignment is due here in the week of September 7th to 13th, and that's your science-based artist essay. So the directions will get posted shortly. You can see here in a second, once I show you what this looks like. There's not material posted for a lot of the weeks. I'm working on getting those posted. It just takes a little bit of time. But my Monday, the first 3 weeks will be posted, hopefully. Definitely the material for week 1 should be posted if the internet cooperates by the end of today. I have pretty slow internet here at home, so it takes a little while to upload. And then week 2 should be up here pretty soon as well. So I'm trying to get the content up as fast as possible. It just takes some time as far as getting the stuff loaded in. So as far as being able to see what is in those weeks, if you look down here in the corner, it will show you what's there. So it'll say, well, there's forums and there are URLs. So how do you see them? So if you click over here, you may not have this bar open. If you click on the 3 dashes, it'll open and close it. So if you click on that week, it will pop it open. The general stuff will still stay open, but now you can see that list plus those assignments. So here is the pseudoscience discussion forum. So it's got the information about when it's due, how the discussion forum works, and then the things that I want you to answer in the discussion forum. Then you've got the video links, video for the scientific method and fact, hypothesis, theory, and law. There'll be at least one more video depending on how it breaks out. one on the introduction of science and pseudoscience. And then there is actually an extra credit one right here, and I'll put that in the list as well. It's Introduce Yourself. It's a discussion forum. Since this is an online class that's asynchronous and we won't be able to see each other, I would like you to introduce yourself to everybody else. It's an easy 5 extra credit points to go ahead and earn right off the bat. So please go in and complete what's here. Earn those extra 5 points. It won't take you very long and you'll be done. If you want to pop to the next week, when you're in one of these weeks, you can either click on the folder over there, or you can just click on the date down at the bottom and it'll take you to the next one. You can also click on the date at the top if you're near the top. The general page is always going to stay there, so you'll always have access to the things that are up at the top. You'll see over here on the right, upcoming events, so due dates that are linked to things like the discussion forums and drop boxes are going to be over here in the calendar along upcoming events. You can go to the full calendar itself and it will show you what's coming up. That's pretty much the tour of the Go Studio page. Oop, clicked out too far. If you have any questions, let me know. I just noticed that I don't have the Ask a Professor a Question forum. I think it must have gotten deleted or hidden. I'll get that up. It'll be up here in the general section, so that way you'll always be able to see it and find it. So you can put that in the forum up here, or you can email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Generally, I return emails within 24 hours if they're sent during the week. During the weekends is a little iffy just because I'm not always near my computer or near good internet. So, all right. So that's pretty much it. If you, again, have questions, let me know. Otherwise, welcome to the course, and hopefully we'll have a good semester despite the fact that we are having a little bit different type of semester than we're used to. So thank you and have a good day.